It seems as if we have been covering the Ninja Turtles reboot forever, and now we actually have a teaser trailer to look at. Now, I have said this before, and I will say this again. I don't really know what to feel anymore. You know, I don't know how to feel.
Bring it on!
I mean, dudes, it's been quite the emotional journey, you know what I'm saying? From the aliens rumor, to the casting, etc., etc., etc. The Turtles are such an integral part of my childhood and pop culture in general. Their resurgence within the last couple of years has given a whole new generation of kids a chance to grow up with them as well, and that is why I am torn, okay? Because this film could very well be the incarnation of the Turtles that resonates with kids today, like the 1987 series and the 90s films did for a majority of us. Hell, they definitely differed from the original Eastman and Laird comics, so who the hell am I to take a shit on what could possibly be a defining film for a new generation? I hope that kids are falling in love with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the way I did as a kid, no matter what incarnation they discover. I actually thoroughly enjoy watching the new Nickelodeon series. That being said, I speak on behalf of Aggressive Comics, children of the 90s, and people who are fed up with the unsubstantial bullshit produced by Michael Bay when I say that this film gives me a very bad feeling at the pit of my fandom. The trailer begins with a voiceover by William Fichtner's Shredder explaining that New York has become overrun with crime and is on the verge of being destroyed. And we see that he is actually talking to Fox's April O'Neil in a room filled with feudal-era artwork in the background. I guess if you can't make the Shredder Japanese, you can at least make him some sort of Japanophile. I mean, perhaps this way he can still impart some of the traditions of Orokusaki. He then goes on to state how we need heroes and that they are not born, but created. And this is where we see the famous TCRI ooze canister. Ooze. Shredder continues on to tell April that this is what he and her father were attempting to do. Okay, let's stop right there, because that is the most contentious bit of dialogue in the entire trailer. What that statement infers is that Shredder and April O'Neil's father created the Turtles, but how instrumental were they? Were they merely responsible for the creation of the mutagen, or did they purposefully carry out experiments on 4 baby turtles? If it is the latter, like most people believe, I will lose my shit like you would not believe. I mean, seriously, who goes, we need some heroes. Let's take these turtles and inject them with some green shit and see what happens. The creation of the Ninja Turtles cannot be something of a planned event. It is and always will be a culmination of accidental factors resulting in a perfect storm. The theory that would make the most sense for this incarnation is the former. If we think in those terms, we can kind of piece together what happens. April O'Neil's father works with Shredder, who is probably connected to TCRI. He helps develop the ooze. Uncovering what the ooze will really be used for, he disposes of it all, or so he thinks. As a result, he gets killed by Shredder, and the surviving ooze makes its way into the sewers, covering 4 baby turtles and a rat. That is an origin story I can get behind. All the right notes are hit while putting a new spin on it. You spin me right round, baby, right. The remainder of the trailer gives us a feel for the action-packed tone of the film. Though he didn't direct it, you can definitely feel Bay's influence here, because, let's face it, nobody does over-the-top action like he does. So, if there's anything to look forward to in this film, it's that we'll at least get to see some good-looking fights. You know what else would be a good-looking fight? Jenny versus M. Bay. We see a shot of the turtles sliding down a mountain set piece, and who knows when or where that's supposed to freaking occur. One turtle crashes into a truck and crushes it into a scrap. I mean, what in the shit are these turtles made out of that they can do that now? Above average strength is one thing, but this is just fucking ridiculous. That's just, some cray shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to know. I don't want to touch that. I don't want to see invulnerable turtles of steel. I want to see imperfect students of ninjutsu. At the end, we get our best looks at 2 of the turtles. First, the money shot of Leo's swords being drawn, and then Mikey, well, being Mikey. The first thing you take away from their look is how incredibly massive they are. I mean, Mikey is widely depicted as the smallest of the brothers, yet he towers over April. Personally, I think they're too fucking big, especially if they're Hulk-smashing cars. The second thing that I noticed is that there is just something off about the look. The CG mocap is fine, but from a design standpoint, they're just uncomfortable to look at. Especially when compared to the Henson Muppet suits. Mikey looks like the offspring of Shrek and the grandma from Dinosaurs. Picture the consummation of that relationship in your head. I might just fap to that later. So, what do you think about the first official footage? Have you been converted? Still on the fence? Do you want to banish this film and Michael Bay to Dimension X? Share your thoughts and comments below, and make sure to be nice, because this is a bit of a touchy subject. You never know, the dude below you might be your proctologist, just saying. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and visit aggressivecomics.com for all the latest and greatest in geeky news. And as always, stay geeky, my friends. I still hate you, Michael Bay. Goodbye! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power.